Everyone, virtual MC Thamizharasan here from Chennai event MCs, entertainers and professionals, event MC, MC trainer, MC manager and the founder of the above brands. In this video, I'm going to talk about the technical skills that are needed for a virtual event MC to host the online conference event. It's not only for online conference event, it can be for any of the online events, but basically when you host a conference event, there are certain etiquettes you'll be following, there are certain platform you'll be using it regularly. In that, mainly I'm going to share about the Zoom webinar platform over here because recent times I've been hosting the online conferences using the Zoom webinar platform. Before that, most of my training sessions I was using Zoom live meeting option. But when we started doing 3G career coaching conferences, that is the 3G career guidance conference, I started my training. I got trained on a Zoom webinar format. Like I did research for a couple of days and I understood what are the advantage of the webinar format, what are the functionalities in that. So I'm quite comfortable in hosting Zoom webinar. So now basically I have around 10 to 11 points over here that are much needed for a virtual MC to use or to master. Not even master, at least you should know how to use all these options. So the first thing would be the Zoom login. You should know how to log into Zoom. By this time, most of you would have learned how to use Zoom. However, you should know what are the ways people would log into Zoom. It's quite easy for you to log into Zoom, but when you create the link, for example, when you create the webinar link, you may have a separate link for the panelists. You may have a separate link for the attendees. So you should know what are the types of logging in options available over there, so that when someone is logging in, they say that there is an issue in logging in, or they send you a message in WhatsApp, or someone asks you in the group that they are not able to log in. You should be able to address the issue. Usually some of these things can be taken care by the event organizer or the one who is taking care of the technical functionalities. But in most of my videos, I used to say that mostly MC needs to take care of all these things so that we can take the event in a seamless manner. So first thing, you should be comfortable with the Zoom login, different types of login, like what would be the authorized login, or if email or mobile data would be captured. If login is not working, what are the turnarounds, how to fix it, all these things an MC should know so that MC can keep giving the announcements about that. Second, once you log in, you would be having a lot of your team members like the organizer, the client, or whoever it may be. You may need to make them as the co-host because you would be given the host access. You are logging into the Zoom and you need to give them the co-host access so that they also have the similar control. The basic difference between a host and a co-host is there is only one difference. I would say major as a major thing, there is only one difference where all the functionalities would be same except one, where host can create another co-host, rather a co-host cannot create another co-host. For example, if I'm an host, I can make all of this as co-host, but if I'm a co-host, I will not be able to give this access to anyone else. Rather, I can control other things like mute, unmute, video on, off, all those things I can do that, but I cannot create another co-host or I cannot create a host. So this is the basic difference between a host and co-host. So the MC should know how to create the co-host, and without fail, as soon as he or she logs in, he has to make others co-host so that even if the MC gets disconnected or something else happens, the other co-host can take care. Third thing, you should know about the mute, unmute and mute all options. For example, as soon as people log in, there will be a lot of sound from their side. If you're not doing it technically, for example, you can have the setting where people will be by mute by default, but if you have not kept it as the setting, as soon as they log in, they wouldn't be aware that they are on unmute. They may shout at their home, they may talk, there could be some fan noise, whatever it is. So MC has to make sure that he or she makes other into mute mode. At the same time, he or she should be able to unmute them as well. And sometimes if there are too much of noise, you don't know who is on mute or who is on unmute, you can just go for the mute all option directly. So this is one more thing an MC should know. Fourth, allow the participant to unmute. There is one option in Zoom. It's a live meeting as well, and also I think in webinar. I'm not sure about that. When you put everyone on mute, at the same time you can also give the access for the participants to unmute themselves. Especially it works in the live meeting. I'm pretty sure it's in the live meeting. Like for example, if I have around 50-60 participants over there, I put everyone on mute when I take the one-way session, when I don't want any disturbance from the audience side. Rather, when I go for the Q&A, question and answer session, or the discussion session, I give the access that participants can unmute themselves and they can speak over the mic. That's one option MC should know. Fifth one, video on and off. Of course, I will take care of my video as an MC. However, I should be monitoring the screen and I should see that what people are doing, because it's going to be very sensitive. You turn on your video, but you are in your home, or we don't know what's the condition at the home. So if there is something going wrong, MC has to immediately turn off the video of the participants. All these things MC has to take care. And then the very important thing is the spotlight. when a lot of people are speaking or when a speaker is speaking. If you are in the live meeting, you will have the gallery option, and in webinar you don't have the gallery option for the participants. Participant cannot be seen. Rather, for the panelist, over the speakers, they would be in the gallery view. So MC needs to spotlight the speaker who is speaking, especially in a panel discussion. You need to spotlight so that people can see who is speaking. So that's very, very important. MC should master the skill of spotlighting, because most of the time we'll forget, especially when you have spotlighted someone. After that, if you forget, that is where the issue is going to be, because at least if you don't spotlight and everyone is on the gallery mode, then that's fine. Gallery view, then that's fine. At least people can see them. But if you have spotlighted a speaker, for example, speaker A, but now the speaker B is speaking, you will be seeing the speaker A on the screen. So you have to make sure that you're on mark, you're very alert, that especially when you're working with the spotlight. And then the screen share options. Most of the time, MC will not be doing the screen share, only the speaker or the trainer will be doing. However, MC should be well versed with the screen sharing option as well. Some of the time, announcements may be done by the MC playing the videos. However, if the speaker is going to present something from his or her side, somewhere if any technical glitch from the speaker side, MC should be in a position to handle that. MC should be able to share the screen from MC's side. And MC should explain the participant about the chat window, like why people have kept on mute, why they are not seen on the video, how they can communicate with the trainer or with the organizer in the form of the chat window. All these things MC should explain upfront to the audience as soon as the session, before the session starts, and also once the session starts, and also in between the session. MC needs to keep highlighting about this and checking the lighting and frame. That's again one important thing. For example, once a speaker logs in, for example, I'm in my frame. Okay, out of my experience, I'll be saying, okay, how much I'm seeing in the frame, like what is the headroom space, all those things. But when a speaker comes, speaker may not be aware of all these things. They may have their head cut, or they may have a wide frame or something else. So MC can give the suggestion to the speaker or the trainer saying that, sir, you can adjust the camera little bit, you can lower the cam, or you can increase the height, you can turn on the light, maybe you can turn your direction, whatever the things based on the lighting. If you're doing the daytime, and if the light is going to be at the back, definitely the speaker is not going to be seen properly. So MC, out of his or her experience, can suggest the lighting and the frame also to the speaker or the trainer. And then the recording, once the session starts, and again it can be taken care by the organizer or the client sometimes, but MC should make sure that if the recording is needed, recording is started on time, and whenever recording is not needed, MC has to take care that recording can be stopped. That's one thing. And last two more things, promoting to panelists. This is a exclusive feature in webinar, which is not in live meeting, where you can create a separate link for panelists and you can send them as a speaker link. If you're not doing it, you're just giving them the attendees link and they join as an attendee. What you need to do, the host, you need to promote them as the panelist. You need to promote them as the speaker. So you have to do that first. For example, when we invite the people for the panel discussion, we don't send usually the speaker link because sometimes the speakers may change, last minute changes may happen. So we give the attendees link to everyone, but as soon as they log in, immediately we find them in their log, that is where they are seen in the chat window, or I mean in the attendees window, and we promote them as the panelist, so that the next MC or whoever is going to take care of the session, they will be giving the intro on the right time. So that's one important thing. You need to promote the speaker from attendees to the panelist. And live streaming, that's very important. If you're going to do it in Zoom, you can live stream it in YouTube, or you can also live stream in Facebook, not in both at the same time. With a normal Zoom, you need to go for some third-party software. They call it as the online broadcasting software or something. I'm not sure about the exact name, but it's nothing but online broadcasting software, where once you get those third-party software, you can connect it with Zoom, and you can live telecast, live stream it parallelly to Facebook and also to YouTube. If you're not going for the third-party software, directly if you want to do that from Zoom, you can either live stream it to YouTube, or you can live stream it to Facebook. So MC should know that how to do that, how to live stream to YouTube, how to live stream to Facebook, and how to select the page, all those things. So these are the basic things I would suggest a virtual MC should know to run an online conference event. Some of the rules that can be given to the event organizer or the client. However, if the MC knows these things, definitely MC can master the event without any lag or without any hiccups in the event. MC will be able to run the show smooth. So now once again, let me read out all those points. I have all those points in front of me. First thing, MC should know about the Zoom login, assigning the co-host, and then mute, unmute, and mute all options, allowing the participants to unmute themselves, video on and off whenever video is not needed for the participant. MC should take care sometimes when something is going wrong. Spotlight feature, which is very, very important. Screen share option, MC should be aware of the screen share option. At the same time, MC should also be able to help the speaker to troubleshoot the screen share option. Sometimes MC need not share it, but MC can just guide the speaker over Zoom or over the phone or WhatsApp how to do the screen sharing and how to troubleshoot that. And MC needs to explain the chat window option and other mute and unmute function to the participants. MC should check the lighting and the frame and give the suggestion to the speaker and the trainer. MC should be able to do the recording on time and stop the recording, and should remember to promote the attendees to panelists whenever that's needed, and also should be knowing how to live stream it to YouTube and also to Facebook. So these are the basic things an MC should know in a conference event or any sort of online event. If you have any questions, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Also, you can contact me for the booking. My mobile number for your reference, 900-308-7198. Alternate number 86102-57395. You can get to know more about us in our website, virtualeventmcs.com. And you can like our Facebook page, Virtual Event MCs, to get regular updates about our events. And also you can watch our videos in our YouTube channel, Virtual Event MCs, Chennai Event MCs, and Chennai Event MCs live videos. Thank you so much. Virtual MC Thamizharasan signing off.